Warning. Warning. UFO detected.
Hello everybody! It's been a while since we've done anything XCOM related on the channel, so you know what, let's start a stream of it. I've left the challenges to be decided because usually there's going to be a challenge. I could run just for the game normally, but you know, we'll see how things are and what people suggest, and I might even apply it. We'll see. So in general, the usual sort of setups I typically have on most of these days. So aliens pick up weapons, so basically I can't rely on panicking them and then they're safe. Don't have that option. They will pick up weapons. Putting them in a backpack is especially risky. They can pick up my weapons, I think, as well. Actually, I haven't tested that. They might be able to. It will be so. As a sort of crux for this, I do have high explosive damage, improved ground tanks, and the improved heavy laser upgrades on, largely because as a counterbalance, I won't get rid of any soldiers because they're terrible soldiers. It's something I've never been one for doing that, even in my serious plays of this. Because honestly, they're volunteers, or volunteers that we have decided to make volunteers via the liberal application of T. But still, let's then just have a quick look through the advanced thing, make sure we got everything here set up as we would expect. So, live alien sale, yes. Sonic training at any time of the month, yeah, that makes sense. Realistic load lighting's fine. Size strength evaluation is okay, we don't mind that. I like field promotions as a thing, so only soldiers in the actual missions get promoted. Sneaky AI, yep, we have that on. That's another part of a challenge. But again, balanced by the fact that we have better stuff. In theory, better stuff. Anyway, alien bleeding is on, so it's going to make it harder for us to capture aliens. Other than that, that all seems exactly what we want. Suppressed panic things for that. I mean, honestly, whatever challenge. I mean, I've done human tech challenge, and that's kind of what I was debating doing again, if nobody came up with anything specific. But also, we'll see. Obviously, we play this on Superhuman because if we're doing a challenge run, why wouldn't we be on Superhuman? Let's just, let's just be serious about this. So, first part of the potential challenge: where are we going? So if we're doing a more serious run, then obviously my usual starting point in the Middle East, or possibly even into Asia or America, makes sense. If people want to punish me, there are a bunch of places I can be punished if we want a starting base there. So again, part one of a challenge here, possibly. Who knows? Hello, Talon. How are we doing? As I say, challenge to be decided. First part of a challenge was just showing you how I've set everything up. Nobody, I could probably adjust some of it now, actually, but, we're early enough that I could restart. We're on Superhuman, which, default part of a challenge. Now it's just, where do you want to put me? Punish you? Hawaii is punishing. I've done a Hawaii run, though, at some point. I think I've got a stream of that as well. So, honestly, Hawaii is a bad thing. Oh, did I get the efficient? No, I always have a default base layout, and I typically don't. Oh, that's one thing I've got to check, actually. Oh, when we go any place down, I got to check whether I got the base attacks on. Because that was fun last time, and if it's not on, it needs to be on again. But yeah, I mean, I could do Hawaii, I suppose. There are other bad places. You could set me up in Antarctica, for example. You can set me up in Pacific Island above New Zealand, which possibly would be almost useless, but actually slightly more useful than Hawaii, I suppose. There's at least some land. Is there a random island in the Indian Ocean I could be in? Not really. Arctic actually is probably reasonably... It's probably safe-ish as a base. It doesn't do a lot, but, you know. Guam. I could do a Guam challenge. Right on the edge of Guam, of course. But, you know, we could set up here if people want that. Madagascar isn't... This is what I mean. Madagascar actually has reasonable coverage. Even if you go to the worst sort of version of it, you've got a lot of landmass. And I think that's the problem with the Hawaii start. Yeah. It's the problem with the Hawaii start is basically you get no aliens because you have to shoot everything down. You get no resources, no tech. This has a lot of landmass nearby, so technically speaking, we can still shoot craft down. Is that Suikoden tea? No. Please give yourself at least medium. This is the thing. This will give us a minimal amount that actually is probably the second hardest challenge, ignoring that. No, nothing aquatic in this version. This is just basically it's open XCOM but the vanilla. We could go Antarctica. Antarctica has pluses and minuses, but at least we get landmass, which is miles away from anywhere useful. All right, I need a consensus or a decision from somebody here. Actually, you say that. I think I lost my Terraform 8 human tech challenge because Aegon started us in Hawaii for reasons that only known to him. Actually, was it Hawaii? I forget. It was a while back. As I haven't done proper XCOM stuff in a while. Melee only run. With no melee weapons, that'd be quite fun. Australia. Okay, I'm okay with setting up in Australia. Let's... Indeed! We are setting up in Australia because that is what's been determined, so... Temple of Power in Australia. Let's go then. So... Soldier time. Let's do some renaming. We have... Balanced? Perfectly balanced as all things must be. Talons back. Ice cream truck. Is this enough to distract me from the thing and just go down and get ice cream? It's warm enough that I'm tempted. It's warm enough that I'm tempted. Okay. Drinking Sapir. We then have a Mad Christian and Soylent Aegon is people. It actually fits. We'll take it. All right. So, knife only. Oh, hold on. We should name the ice cream truck. I agree with that. Can we rename the Sky Ranger? We... Done it. There we go. We have the ice cream truck. Was not aware of an XCOM allowed to do that. You learn things. Anyway, soldiers. So we also have... Knife only Ivan. Welcome back, sir. Alright, so we have 6 soldiers. I've not even checked how good any of these are. Let's do some early research, because whatever we're doing, we're going to need some research. Obviously, we're not doing a researchless run now. We could do an 8 soldiers only run, but, you know, that's going to be a problem. Hello, Leon! Well, this is the thing here. This is still a challenge to be decided. And as I do things, obviously, the challenge gets more narrowed down and decided upon. Currently, we're in Australia, which is not part of a challenge. We're on Superhuman, which is. I have a few things set up on, and as people suggest things that are reasonable, we'll do it. But obviously now I am researching laser weapons, so we're not doing a techless challenge, which I think is impossible. Only plasma run. That'd be awkward and means we wouldn't be able to do anything until we got some plasma weapons, which we wouldn't get because we can't kill aliens. I suppose if we allowed that stun sticks were technically plasma-based, but I don't think they are, so I don't think we can necessarily run that challenge. Again, if it's feasible and actually can be done, then absolutely suggest a way. However, I am going to veto the no purchase soldier challenge because otherwise we will lose. So I'm going to hire some additional soldiers. I'm going to hire 15 additional scientists. 1 XCOM squad limit. So technically speaking, that's 6, isn't it? Although, what can you do in XCOM 2 from memory? Oh, yes, we are. Absolutely, we are. Unfortunately, as for this tradition, I also name it based on how you do it. So, JPG Green? Hold on. Grenade only. Oh, I love grenade only. Hold on. Can we genuinely do grenade only? Oh, okay. Hold on. Oh, yes, it is Superhuman. Yeah. No, absolutely, we're doing this on Superhuman. Okay, I like explosives only. So, okay, if the weapon doesn't explode, we don't want it. So this does allow rocket launchers. So, therefore, the Cult of Steve will get a member. Must be done. Cult of Steve is always required in these missions, and we wouldn't want to negate that. We're going to pick up 2 additional rocket launchers. And immediately run out of space. Oh yeah, boom run. We're going to pick up normal grenades here, and then I'm going to sell a bunch of stuff, because clearly we're going to have some problems. Obviously, cannons, technically speaking, are not explosives. So we're going to sell all of those off. We're going to go with Stingray and Avalanche launchers only. Rifles, pistols, heavy cannons can technically have explosive ammo. Will we allow incendiaries? If we allow incendiaries, that opens up some things, but... Hey, Papa. What's up? We will have to purchase another couple of things for that. Sure, incendiaries. So incendiary ammo is allowed. That is fine. We can keep the autocannon and the heavy cannon. So we'll purchase a few bits of ammo for that. We got some additional rockets on the way. We're going to pick up a few more grenades. We're then going to... Our fire, not booms. Incendiaries. Okay, so... I think we're split on this, but I'm of the opinion that we can get away with it. So that's what we will do. Let us then equip the craft, because it will also have things that are not explosives. So obviously we want the rocket launcher. Can't put that on yet. Can't put that on yet. This is going to be a fun initial mission here. Okay, so let's sell off the rifles. That. The ammo for these. The ammo for these. Okay. Purchase high explosives. I will veto that I'm allowed stun sticks, because otherwise I can't complete the game. So, stun sticks are going to be allowed. Also electro flares, because technically... Oh, 1 electro flare. Technically they're flammable. Okay, let's build some facilities then. So we will need a general storage, because we're already hitting the limits. We will need a large radar system. We will need an alien containment. I've also done this incorrectly, but I think we'll be fine as and when we go through this. Okay. So it means we're researching laser weapons now, but I don't know if we should be. Actually, to be fair, there's nothing else we can research, so... Okay. Small launcher stun bombs explode. Oh, actually, yeah, fair point. Okay. So since we can have small launchers, and they do have balls that explode, we can't have stun sticks. Okay, that is fine. I agree with that. Okay. Let's spend some time on. We have a very small UFO. I need to, however... I can't do anything about this one, I don't think, because... Actually, no, I can. Alright, let's change that to an avalanche. Let's change this to an avalanche, and... I don't have a spare avalanche launcher. Okay, Stingray only. But since that's actually ready, we can send up within Scepter 2. Okay. Okay, let's go. Hopefully we can get this one over land. It's a bit questionable. That'll do. Okay, so, yeah, challenge should be decided. Currently the challenges are on Superhuman, and we're going explosives only. Okay, tracking lost. Return to base. Also, a lot of messages have passed me by, so when I get to renaming soldiers in a little bit, I apologize if you have chatted, then I'll put that on there. I mean, I think we can get away without stun sticks, but let's see. Okay, let's equip the ice cream truck. Okay, so we have high explosives now, so let's go and put those on. We have an autocannon with some things. We have a secondary rocket launcher. We have 10 grenades. We have 10 high explosives. We have a electro flare. I think we got our priorities right here. I just think we got our priorities right. Let's also, just for the sake of it, sell off the cannons because we do not need them. Let's then think about this. Oh, incendiary rockets. We actually haven't got any of those. We'll put some incendiary rockets on. I don't think I've ever used incendiary rockets at all at any point. So, let's see. Explosives only is actually a challenge. It's my usual state of play, at least when we get defensive. I'm even going to do the one thing I never do. I'm going to ping in some proximity grenades. I never use these darn things. I think they are useless. Somebody... every time I do a video, insists they're decent. I am going to test them out and prove one way or another what that is. Okay, HWP rockets have arrived. We also have additional things, so we can now equip the craft. So this needs an avalanche launcher. Large rockets, incendiary rockets, proximity grenades, and electro flares all on board. That's the thing. I've always found them to be really too weak, so... Okay, Steve has arrived. Okay, so we have Steve. We have... Oh, literally at the start. We have not done anything at this point. I'll put the electro flares on. I'll put those on... Did our soldiers arrive without me noticing? No. We've researched laser weapons and can research for laser pistol. We will continue to do so. So Australia's fairly quiet. But we have a new target. Okay. UFO number 2. Small scouts. We hate small scouts. Done it! Hello, Bruce. Indeed. Okay, 5 seconds. Okay, so we have a landed UFO here. Well, this seems appropriate. Let's go to the landing site. We did purchase soldiers, didn't we? No, I didn't. Apparently I didn't purchase soldiers or scientists. Oh well, whoops, my bad. Well, only if Michael Bay appears in chat. Soldiers don't explode. True. Alright, so the Balanced Dark one has proximity grenade, high explosive grenade, and a rocket launcher. I don't think I equipped this team as well as it probably should be. Oh well, that'll be fine. Tea drinking salt, Sapir, you get one of these. Egg and his people. Actually, Egg and his people can have a high. Yeah. Heavy cannon. Some ammo, and you've got basically no movement, but it's fine, better than none. Also, 70 accuracy from Soylent Aegon. Yeah, it's worth us having people rather than, you know... Even if you can't move very far, you can at least move somewhat. It's fine. Ammo will be better. Mad Christian with the autocannon. Ivan, so you are genuinely the first person who doesn't have anything, so you can have a primed high explosive, because those are always fun. Leon, you also get a primed high explosive. Okay, you also get a primed high explosive. I did not equip people ready for this mission, did I? That's my bad. Oh well. Okay. What could possibly go wrong? Indeed. Now, usually, I tend to pass turn 1 because it means that the aliens don't have time units for when you move out, and that means you've got more chance of not dying to reaction fire. That being said, if any of my people react with the weapons they're currently holding, that's going to be bad for everybody involved. So we're going to move out, and Steve is going to get shot. But not immediately. We are thankfully in a corner. And this is going to be 5 to 9 aliens. Okay. Snapshot on. Because we definitely want reaction fire with our rockets. Okay, rocket in position. Alright, run up. Duck. So, okay. T-Drinking Sapien moves up. Christian moves up. Soylent Agan moves up. And everybody else, with their primed high explosives, sits at the back and waits to use them. I have no idea if they're even good at throwing. We're about to find out. Sectoids! Good news! We've tested things. So, yeah. High explosives. Reaction fire. Absolutely fine. Don't know what you're talking about. Let's move Steve out of the way. It's fine. This is why we've got more people. Alright. Let's bring down Sapir, Tea Drinker. And we can duck, and we can aim shots. Not enough time units for an aimed shot anymore. 28. Well, that was disappointing. Christian. Steve went first. He earned the right to be safe. Alright, Christian. Shot 1, shot 2. Good news, it's on fire. So Egg and his people moves up, and everybody else nudges a little closer here. I don't think we're gonna risk anyone else because fun. Alien dice of flames. Good. Good, it's working. Steve sees 2. Not enough time yet, but we've got a snapshot. As is only correct. Well, this is the thing. Missed rockets could hit absolutely anything and be helpful to us. It's technically possible for that to be the case. Alright, let's move up. Move up, and... okay. So, Agan, technically you're the only one with a gun left, and you've seen a target. Let's go. Duck, and... good shot! So, there is a downside with incendiaries. But, I'm going to keep these 3 up top, because as much as I love sacrificing soldiers, I feel that given that all they can do is move down there, get shot, explode, and kill everybody, that it's probably not the best for them to move just yet. They can just sit there with their primed explosives worrying what's going on. Why is everything exploding? Well, he's ended his turn in fire again. Steve is undamaged because I don't think he can actually be harmed by pistol fire. Okay, let's just move up. Keep the front facing. Okay. So you can't actually see the back target, even if we do that. So... fire again, nothing happens. Alright. Snapshot 21. Good news! We burned things! That's given us cover. Well, I need to run. No, you don't. You're fine, sir. Don't worry about it. Okay. In that case, yes. You get away with that. There'll be more beautiful insanity, I have no doubt. Alright, Mad Christian Ducks, and actually now I can see this one. How old is this game? The original release of the vanilla version was 1994, I think. This is obviously Open XCOM, which I don't know when it was formally released, but it's been out for a while. I'm gonna... Okay, no, we're not gonna be cowards. We're not being cowards. We've set the desert on fire. It's fine. Oh, nope, don't want to abort mission. We want to enter. Good news, Agan. You have a confirmed kill with fire. Okay. Christian. Aim shot, please. No line of fire. It's because he got a tank in the way. Steve finds another one. So, I think we will have Steve... Can Steve run? No, it can't. Silly question, but worth asking these things at times. We'll have an aim shot here. Okay. Aim shot. No line of fire. Unduck. Snapshot. Good hit. Reduck. Kind of face both directions here. Okay. Tea drinker. No line of fire. Unduck. And snapshot. And... go again. We're setting parts of the countryside on fire that we can't see, which is interesting. Let's move Soylent Agan across there. Ducked and ready. And let's then... oh boy. What's your throwing skill like? Throwing accuracy 56, strength of 31. Not amazing in either department, so we're going to run you off this way. And he's actually out of energy. 13 tiny units for a throw. We'll bear that in mind because we might well be throwing things. In the meantime, let's, you know what? Again, we're not cowards. But we're still gonna... actually. Yeah, what am I thinking? I need to unprime this. Nope. Can I not shut this off now? There should be a way for me to do that, but I can't find the thing. So you're going to have a one-handed rocket. Enjoy. Ah, it's loaded now. Perfect. Alright, well, Steve can clear up the group that's up here. I do want to throw, so let's see how far we can get here. We can get to here. Yeah. Run up. Out of range. Oh, god darn it. Alright, he's got no distance here, and he's going to probably have other people killed just by moving there now. Okay. Let's then have Soylent Agan go for an aim shot here. Doing okay. Not enough tiny units for the aim shot, but we could get a snap off. 1 in 4. Well, he's very on fire, but overall nothing much happening. And And it's a lot of smoke, so you can't see much from there. Let's move up then. And aim shot, miss. Okay, so he has... Why did I go up the hill? Why? Because I told you to. Alright, one-handed rocket launcher is going to go off this way. And then, because where one-handed rocket launcher fails us, we can get a second. Yeah, the 2 initial Rocketeers died. Reaction fire, self-inflicted. So, yeah, this should be good. Alright, so obviously Steve doesn't get experience. He could obviously finish this task off, but I think it's only fair that we finish this with the biggest boom we can manage. So, Leon? Good shot! Run away! You're out of energy. Run away! To be determined. Basically, I didn't have an idea for the challenge, and I've basically allowed the chat to kind of discern what it is. We're on Superhuman, obviously. I have a few bits and pieces on there. Alright. Let's find out. Success! No, it was literally to be decided. So, we lost 2 operatives to self-inflicted explosives, but we killed 8 aliens with self-inflicted explosives. Therefore... success. We also get some stuff. I wasn't expecting to have stuff with our current challenge. So, huzzah, stat increases. We also get some loot. We're going to sell off the plasma pistols because they're not part of our challenge. Going to keep the Illyrians because we need them. Sector corpses we'll hold on to for the time being. We could get alien allies because I feel we are allowed armor here. But, you know, the weapons themselves aren't really that helpful to us. Okay. We need to purchase ourselves all of those. Indeed we do. Alright, cancel that then. Alright, so we lost. Balanced Mr. Dark One, and we lost the battalions back. Okay. I mean, the challenge could still be further than this, but, you know. The challenge did not demand human-only weapons. They have demanded explosives, and therefore, we are blowing things up. But technically speaking, that's not human tech, so... in theory, we can go beyond. Okay, we will, though, pick up some more incendiary rounds. Pick up a couple more heavy cannons, pick up some more incendiary rounds, and pick up a heavy thing. Pick up a second rocket launcher, pick up some small rockets, because we're going to need them. We have a few more grenades. They're not going to be that useful, I don't think. Pick up some more proximities, pick up some more high explosives, and pick up some electric flares. Okay. So, hopefully our troops will actually start arriving soon. Okay, more stuff. Okay, so we have some soldiers. Okay, so let's see if we can go back through the chat and find people who haven't been named. Actually, it's probably the harder thing. In fact, I'm probably going to start it up from now. So, Sapia's still alive. Chiral is a dead man. Dead man's Chiral. That was the last thing you said that was relevant. It was the last thing. It was... no, you're a dead man's Chiral. Alright, Delta Fire. Happy Connor. Are you going to be a woman again? I have no idea. I don't check the gender of this. Actually, let's go Happy Kitsuna. Because technically that's who you are in the thing. Anyway, what else have we got? Christian's still alive. What is Shadow Turtle? Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Alright, so let's just go to this. You will obviously now, your character avatar will obviously be male now I've done that, but you know. True enough. Anybody else who I haven't put it in who should be here? So a quick look through this. I've got a couple people that are alive. We only need 10 for the moment, so I think this is correct. I just wanted to go through things. Alright. So, let's spin time on. It has been mentioned. Mostly out of question. Alright, we have another small UFO. Let us intercept then. I might have to get some more missiles at some point, because obviously, as mentioned, explosives only means also we can't use cannons. In truth, that's not necessarily a drawback at this point, but you know. Crashed UFO. Okay. Actually, it makes sense, but somebody mentioned incendiaries, and I figured the incendiaries made more of a challenge for side of things. We'll see. Alright, let's equip the craft. Okay, so that's for 10. That's for 10. Obviously, we've got a tank here, which needs to be put in. Not enough weapons. Oh, wow. Okay, no. No. This is important. We need more HWP rockets. Definitely need those. Resources are going to be rare. In theory, maybe, but not necessarily. Explosive ammo count. Alright, fine. We'll include high explosive. I said sell a bunch of it earlier, but let's add it on. Just so I've got that as options. That's all fine. I don't mind the rest of that. Okay. Either way, this mission is going to be 10 people and no tank, so enjoy! This is going to be amusing. Yeah, heavy cannons, multiple rockets, lots of grenades. Make sure we have spare grenades here. Yeah, this is going to be a thing. Good question. I don't know. Alright, the ice cream truck is driving off. Hopefully we'll get there before dark. It will. Alright. Let's see how we are equipped. Ivan needs something other than a knife. Let's give him a rocket launcher. Let's give you a rocket launcher. And a additional grenade. Let's give you a heavy cannon. You already have a rocket. You already have a rocket. Connor, are you happy to have to hold explosives? Lots of explosives. And the female dark one, who of course is male. Alright. We're just saving time, that's all. We're just saving time. It's fine, I didn't put enough on. We'll have more for the future. Okay. So, as much as this is probably going to suicide me here, we are looking at a corner, so I am going to pass turn 1. Okay. Aha! Found one. Christian, if you would be so good as to set him on fire. Good shot. No, and to be fair, I might not use them. We do. There are options that are explosives, so I'm thinking that I might cut that from a challenge and just go for small launchers. Means we have to get the small launchers, but in theory that's doable. Alright, we've set a lot of that building on fire. I think we have done a good job here. You don't have a grenade. Ivan, you do have a grenade. So here's the thing, I have no idea how good these are. At all. I have a feeling they're not very. Oh, darn it. I need to... okay. If we do this again, I might find a way to edit. At least have the audio in the background of an ice cream truck for when this mission's going on. Hopefully subtle, but I can't promise it will be. Alright. Let's move out. And we're going to have you ducks and readied. And we're going to have our first explosive failure. There's fences everywhere. This is not the right time for Chiral to be doing this. So I'm going to be sensible and put the rocket down. And we're going to see. In the meantime, we move people up. Okay. So, good news. We've set things on fire. Better news, I can see 2 aliens, and one of them is within, in theory, grenade throwing range. Good throw! Right, Chiral, pick up rocket launcher. Alright. Let's then move Christian to there, and duck and auto shot. No, snapshot. You have successfully eaten plasma. This bodes well for you. I mean, admittingly you are probably dead, but you have eaten plasma. That's all I ask of my soldiers. Okay. Rocket was a better way of doing this. Oh dear. Alright. Let's run the folk up and duck and hold. Okay. Delta, let's move you up to here. If I move you to the fence, in theory your snapshots should go over it. The downside, of course, is that... Oh god, I've realised what this is going to mean. This UFO is going to be ridiculously difficult to crack. Oh, okay. Alright, we can manage, but it's going to be awkward. We already have a grenade. Do you know, are we going to bank on that working? Is a good question. I've got a feeling it's not going to. We're going to move Ivan closer. Largely so he's a target. I didn't mean that. I totally meant that. Let's move... I mean, I can use medkits. Explosives only in terms of weapons, I think, makes sense. And I can use armors and various things. It's not been mentioned, but if somebody wants to restrict that, then I guess we could. For the moment, though, I have no strong plans to do so. I can't remember if by default Z levels are on, so I don't know if it even matters. But we're going to have to use these people to crack the back of the UFO, because if we try and go through the front of it with explosive weapons, bad things are going to happen. It's almost amusing enough for me to try it, but, you know. Good news, grenade works. Okay. Delta. I've just realised there's no way for you to go out of here, so we're going to run you up to... You're going to be Scout. Okay, good news, you found something. Chiron, you were actually very accurate with your rocket. Can you fire another one? Darn it, no line of fire. I mean, I tend to blow up everything on those missions anyway, so... Goodness knows. Alright. Well, good news. We've set something on fire. Duck back down. Shadow Turtle. Move up. Okay, good news. Alien on fire. Eventually he will die. Oh, yeah. Blaster launchers are almost going to be how we have to finish battleships in a weird sort of way. You know, aside from the very, very difficult task of actually getting a live commander and leader out of it. But that's problems for future Shadowhawk. You know, we can work that out. Sapir, you failed to eat plasma. see this alien that's down here? Not obviously so. Let's move you down. There we go. 24, not quite. Unduck. Aim shot. Nearly. More field on fire. Okay. Chiral, I think we're out of rockets with you at the moment, so you might have to go back and get some more. Actually, that's not a bad plan. Go back and get some more. Oh, we don't have any more. In which case, you're now on explosives duty. This feels like a bad shot. It was a bad shot. Okay, Leon does not have explosives in hand. Does have snapshots. This, in theory, but doesn't want to do the shots because he's a coward. There was a shot in the rocket launcher. No, there wasn't. Lies. Okay, well, we've set more things on fire, and ultimately, at the end of the day, that is entirely what we wanted to do. In the meantime, aim shot. We're just hitting too many fences. This is really terrible. Okay. Connor, let's why can I not move you? Oh, it's because you're in the way. Alright, Dark One. Let's move out. Oh, good, darn it. I've done the wrong thing here, but I think I'll get away with that. We'll get away with that. Alright. Okay. Let's see what we can do about things. So obviously you're a pain. Also, I need to get through this UFO. Also, you are extremely weak. Also, that fence just saved everybody. Okay. That's not gonna work. You're gonna have to run away. God damn it. These darn fences. Alright. We have a plan. The plan is move to here. Plan for next turn. Christian, let's go for some aimed shots. See if we can get him on fire. Didn't quite work. Unduck and... Well, we're trying. It's not working, but we're trying. Connor, what's your throwing strength here? Strength 24, throwing accuracy 66. Should be fine. And if we'll spill pig or pixels for victory, indeed. That is definitely the hope. This alien has decided that he wants to die. Honestly, I have not a lot of easy ways of dealing with him. But I suppose we could take pity on him a little bit and go prime and throw this at him. And see how good this proximity grenade is going to be at actually doing its job. In the meantime, we badly need to get somebody with a bit of accuracy over here. So let's leave that as is. Chiral said he'd had a thing in there. It does have a round in there. Oh well, you didn't prime this yet anyway. Well, here's the thing. I consider the XCOM soldiers as volunteers, so I don't give... You know, if somebody volunteers, you know, you can't get rid of them at that point. You can't say they're no good. You got to give them a chance to prove it. Ha! So I think that proximity grenade is now live, and oh, actually, I can find out, couldn't I? That is a thing I could actually do if I can find a soldier who has any. High explosive 70. So if we compare that to these, high explosive 200. So clearly we know which one is superior. Okay. Let's then have a go at this. Why can we not see him anymore? Is he on fire? Okay. Delta does not have a high explosive. Leon has a proximity grenade. Do not want to cancel this. The Eternal Flames. Okay, let's move you up. I am really worried about moving you a little closer, given the situation, but hey. Okay, nothing spotted from there. Okay. Since you're one of the few people who has a gun that can reliably have some ammo in it, we'll move you to there. The downside is, I think with this, it might be a problem. I'm not sure we can get through anymore. We'll find out. Actually, we can go this way around. Oh, don't worry, sir. We'll get you in this team. Don't worry about it. It'll happen. More deaths, because smoke inhalation, I guess. Okay. Out of range. You are really weak. I don't think I can afford to even throw at the moment, because if I do, you're not going to be able to run away far enough. So, we're going to move you as close to as possible, and if you do happen to drop it and explode, that'll be that. I won't have to worry about you anymore. Okay, meanwhile. It's the whole classic Team America World Police scene. Don't worry, Paris, we've saved it! And everything's on fire. Drop and run is a valid strategy. That's basically what we're going to be doing with him, I think. As much as I can. I have no idea what the range on this proximity grenade is, and I would be very surprised if it doesn't trigger by myself. It would just be the sort of thing that confirms that it definitely is a useless weapon. That was actually a door. I mean, there's enough space that there is definitely going to be another building here. I don't think it was this. I'd be very surprised if that's it, because none of our people are dead back there. So, Aegon, find out if there's anything back there. My spleen is damaged. Save me. Don't worry about it. You got plenty of time. All that has to happen here is that this has to go to there. This has to crack a hole in the UFO. And yeah, that's all that has to happen. Don't worry about it. Meantime, we're going to prime a second one because, you know, what didn't work the first time will almost certainly work the second time. Also, this field is becoming increasingly on fire. Well, we haven't found anything yet. Delta, you do have a rocket left, so might as well load it, and I'll get you around to there as well. Yeah, so these two are basically on find the remaining building. Anyway. We cracked a hole in the UFO. This is important. This is important. So now we have a point of entry. Now we have to fire stuff through it. Or, you know, more grenades. In fact... that is a proximity grenade on the corner. I like that as a plan, but I have no idea how effective it will. It'll hit sectoids, I think. But, you know. Okay. I severely doubt that the door was this, but, you know, I just want to make sure of things. Leon, might as well load this, and then we'll have you run back here as well. I imagine there would be. Yes, if there's a building, it's basically here. Because there's nowhere else it could be if it wasn't it. Yeah, I don't like having rockets with spare movement if we're going to be doing that. This is fine. Primed grenade is fine as well. One more death. And some UFO movement. But nothing around the proximity grenade as far as we can see. Okay. Okay, so there's doors down here, so there's definitely going to be one alien down there at some point. Hopefully the smoke will give you some form of cover. Alright, we have a primed grenade, and we're going to prime the other thing as well. Potentially. Also, I just want to get some vision inside the ship if we can. Alright, Soylent Aegon. Thankfully did not end your turn on fire, which is not something I should really have thought about, but... It's something I should have thought about, but didn't. Okay, high explosive person behind a tree. That'll definitely protect you. Good news! The proximity grenade did a thing! Also good news, you were able to eat plasma! Yeah, we shut this one down. I have no idea where it is inside there, and we couldn't see it, so that seems as good a place as any. Okay, let's move down to here. Obviously need to keep an eye backwards now. You have a thing. Let's move you back to here. Duck and hold, and let's go to here. Duck and... Actually, no. Let's go back to the tree. Partial cover better than no cover. Alright. Christian, you've got 11 hit points remaining. You are still alive. Everything is good. Don't worry about it. Nothing bad can possibly happen to you now. Meanwhile, Delta is going to be ducked with a reaction fire rocket launcher attack. Soylent Aegon, his people, is dead, but thankfully he wasn't the one with a dead man switch. Okay. So, good news. We know how to solve this problem. We've got a dead man... Yeah, we've got a second dead man switch in position. Yeah, you're on your own, so we can afford to dead man switch you if we need to. Let's move you back to here. Yeah, that was close to fun. So much fun. Alright, 10 turns. Christian, let's move you down. Because we did hear, at one point, a door opening, which has to be this building. Moving through fire doesn't do anything. It's basically ending the turn in fire, or starting the turn in fire that causes a problem. Connor hasn't done anything all mission. Let's run you down. That is the dead man's switch that was triggered. That is a successful mission. Okay, so 5 aliens killed. We got some artifacts. We get some stat increases. We get some loot. Some of that we might even keep. Obviously the pistol. We'll tell all but one of each of the things at the moment, because at some point we might want to research them. Alien grenades! Alien grenades. We need to keep one of these as well. Okay, so we lose Tea Drinking Sapir, we lose Soylent Aegon, and we lose the female Mr. Dark One. 100% successful mission. Okay. Also, we now have more scientists available, so let's go for that. You made it through the chaos, yeah, absolutely. It was never in doubt. None of avalanche missiles. Okay, we need to buy more missiles. Oh, I forgot how expensive avalanche missiles were. Alright, laser pistol researched. Let's go for alien grenade. I've never prioritized alien grenades in my life, but we're prioritizing alien grenades now. We could manufacture some laser pistols, and you know what? It would be sensible for us to do so. Shame they're not explosives. High explosive ammo has arrived, so hopefully this will mean that our weapons are going to be a little more reliable. Steve is now back in action. as are our interceptors. Alright, terror mission coming up. Alien containment's now done. We can now, in theory, capture aliens by bonking them on the head. We do need to purchase some new soldiers, which I hadn't done. No, money should be good. Obviously, I'm keeping a few things for research, but... okay, Lima. Alright, let's bring in 2 new rookies. We will need to get those named at some point. Let's put that in. I'm also going to load up the high explosive ammo since we've agreed we can use it. We might as well. Technically speaking, I think it is more reliable than our incendiaries, but we're still going to have some incendiaries. I'm just going to have to remember which one it is. Okay, so grenade, 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 high explosives. Yeah, I think this is set up. We're set up for a typical terror mission here. Okay. Soldiers then. So I have 2 that I can rename. So, Defense bypassing Cynic and Janitor Harlequin. Welcome aboard! Good news is we will definitely have 1 soldier at the end of this. Bad news is, it's going to be a terror mission, it's going to be at night. And we're going to do it at night, because you know what? We're going to do it at night. We have no fear. I mean, it's not a good thing, but, you know, I'm fairly confident in our ability to light things up. Alright, knife-only Ivan with a rocket launcher. Leon with the rocket launcher. Those are our front 2. After Steve, of course. We then got the heavy cannon, which we are going to go for high explosive. So I think the way I'm going to do this is we're going to have 1 high explosive, 1 incendiary. And I'm going to set this up so it is the case. And then they're going to switch because, you know, I'm really weird about this. Alright, rocket launcher there. We'll change that for a auto cannon because we've got a few of these. Are electro flares really... Yeah, I mean, I've got them. They are really disappointing electro flares. I think it's fair to say. I mean, they're also not a weapon, so I think if we're allowing ourselves to have armor, we can justify having these. At least 1 person with 1 anyway. Who's at the back of the Sky Ranger, you know, for convenience sake. Same with Shadow Turtle. Let's go and... Yep, thank you. Give you a high explosive load. And then the last person can start with an incendiary one. Oh, you have no endurance. Well, enjoy. Janitor Harlequin, you get yourself an autocannon, which is going to have incendiaries, because I've noticed that all of them so far have had high explosive rather than that. So, you know, somebody's got to set things on fire, and we decided it's going to be you. It's going to be all you do. Don't worry about it. Okay, good news. What are we up against? We are up against floaters, which is good and it is bad. Also, amazing, guess where this is next to? Who needs electro flares if we can just set everything on fire? Unable to throw there. Well, that's disappointing. I was hoping I'd be able to throw over people, but apparently we can't. It might also be because Steve's in the way. Oh well. So there's floaters really close to us. We might be surrounded at the start of this. But you know what? Manageable. Oh wow, you did not pick a good time to group up. Are you alright? Just checking. Just checking. Still one that we see. One over there. Well, I think this is going well. Turn 2. Plasma pistols cannot harm Steve. At least not from the front. I think they can technically hit him from the rear and do some damage. But in practical sense, no. Also, I've got a weird feeling that Steve is just going to want to solo this for a while. Don't ask me why I think that. Ha! I actually don't know how the damage works out with those. Okay, so we have a rocket launcher at the front. We have a rocket launcher at the front. Weirdly, these things are weak to flame damage. In that it harms them a little more. Not that it actually will do a great amount, but, you know. We've set it on fire, so that's got to at least count for something. Let's run you back into there. Let's throw the electroflare because we clearly can't see anything out to there. And then let's have a think about this. I mean, you've got to use all the resources at your disposal. It's just common sense. Alright, let's move people up. And yeah, let's see if Steve can survive some melee hits. I actually don't know how this is going to work out. Alright, how badly damaged are you from that attack? Not at all. Okay, let's go for an aimed shot then at... oh, there's 2 of them right by each other. Well, we'll go for that. I will back off a little bit because we're going to hope now... Civilian, save us! Gonna hope that Connor's able to do something here. So, auto fire. Okay. Explosives are good. Chiral. Let's move you out. Let's move you out again. Let's duck, and let's take a shot at this guy. Chiral, you failed to eat plasma. It's the only thing we asked you to do other than, you know, set things on fire. Nope. No idea. Alright, Leon. Really dangerous to move into a position where we've just seen somebody die. See, Leon can eat plasma. Leon's a good soldier. He didn't hit, but he's a good soldier. It's fine. In the grand scheme of things, sir, we needed you dead. So there's still at least 2 Reapers out there. Indeed you do. So you can't complain. You just seen somebody else do it. Expertly. Alright, now I need to find out where people are. One there. Good shot. Alright, Steve's only got 2 remaining, but, you know what? He's had a good mission, has Steve. Okay, so now we know where you are. We can use a different rocket to hopefully take that out. Ivan? Oh yeah, no, I mean, you've been accurate. Don't take that away. Good. I'd like to move you forward, but there's too much risk that eventually fire would happen. So we're going to duck and hope that they can't see you. Okay. Darn it, I thought that was a civilian who was eating fire. Okay. So we know there's something over here. Let's go and send Steve off that way to see if we can find it. Okay. Yeah, I'm more concerned about what's over this way just because I can't see anything. Okay. Even when Steve misses, he wins. Rocket. Aim shot. I'll tell you what, these have been really, really effective. Like, astonishingly. I've never really used rockets on a great deal except on tanks, but you know what? It's starting to, it's starting to appeal. Now we know there's a floater up here, unfortunately, and I don't have any way of being able to see him. So I think we're just going to hold off and hope that he... Actually, we could potentially do a thing here. Oh well, we tried. He might be the last one. Okay. And we don't have an aimed shot, but we have a snapshot, 40%. Darn it! Another person who can't eat plasma. Alright, Steve. Wasn't the last one. Alright, you don't have any more rockets, so we're going to upgrade you to heavy cannon. After some swapping around. Leon... One rocket remaining. Let's move you up to there. Honestly, we're just kicking ass. Alright, Delta Fire. Duck and position. Let's then go for Connor. Duck and position. So, I think Steve's out of shots, isn't he? So, we're going to use Steve as our mobile scout for the moment, just to see if we can find anything. Pretty much anything. I don't know why. I tend to win opening missions quite a lot. Alright, that I don't think can harm... As long as we're facing it, I don't think that floater can harm Steve. But now that we know where that is, we can do some other things. Unfortunately, that's a roof. So, let's bring... Connor to there. Have a snapshot. Now the thing is, Connor might be able to hurt Steve. He's got high explosives in that, so let's bring you up to there. Ivan, run up. Again, there might be more, and we always sort of plan around these sorts of things, but we'll just keep things... Oh, hello. That one's unconscious. Bring bigger explosives. To be fair, bringing more explosives is probably an answer to most problems. Alright, defense bypassing Cynic. Head over to there. I think you are actually, but it shouldn't be a problem. I don't think there's going to be that many of them left. There could be, but you know. We've got the tank that's going to draw the fire of that one, and then it's just a case of whether that is the last one or not. Okay. Let's have a go from you to start with. 17. No line of fire. Duck? Can't see him, but we can react if it happens to it, so that's fine. Let's then go Ivan. Open the door. Aim shot. Snapshot them. Ah, good news! He's very visible now. Is the right-click closed door thing not working? Oh boy. Connor, you may actually need to deal something with this. Well, that didn't work. Kind of do want to try and kill him, so let's move up and just see if we can... Nope, not going to work. Let's move you up to there then. Nobody's got a primed explosive. Nobody's dead man switching. We should be fine. Okay, there are more. There's always more, and that one was quite close, if I judged that correctly at all. I don't know if that's correct or not, but let's have a go at that anyway. Because I don't have any other way of seeing, and there is an open door down there. It might be somewhere miles away, but I have a weird feeling it's that, based on the limited vision I got. With somebody shooting down by a fence down here somewhere, so... Also means we're going to have to observe from other directions. Ivan, let's go for another aim shot here. He's panicking, I think he's dropped his gun, but... But, you know, we still need to actually kill him. Alright, let's move you down to here. Just because. And let's move you up to here, just to see if there's any more. There are. No line of fire, because that's in the way. Okay. Duck and ready. Let's bring out the janitor. Wrong one. Duck and ready. This could be bad, actually. Delta doesn't have the range. Leon doesn't have a gun at the moment, but let's find out. Okay, so we know there's one up there somewhere. Let's go and have the fence go pick up the electro flare, because it's probably the quickest way to identify it. As I say, I'm surprised they haven't anyway. I do have messages suppressed, but I'd expect to hear something. Alright, Ivan. He is not on enough fire. Connor, can we actually hit him, please? God damn it, I knew there was going to be one. And he's right there. Why have we not spotted him from the other people? Well, this could get bad. Well, let's do a thing here and just do this, and yeah, he's got a rifle. That's gonna hurt. Now what's worse is I can't see the one that was over here. All manner of disaster occurring. We can consider this shot, but I think we're going to consider it next turn because there's too much risk of us shooting each other. So we're going to move to here and we're going to duck and see what happens. They have learned our ways. They have learned our ways, and they are terrible. Okay. Cynic moves up, and we do see him. Good news. You've got the incendiaries, not the explosives. Okay. Let's then have Kitsune run around. No enough time units for the aimed shot, but let's go for a snap anyway, because why not? You hit the 15% one, but you've missed every aimed shot we've had so far. And you blew up that part of the building. Well done. It's almost a good plan. It's almost the plan we'll have to do. Alright, Steve, you need to be a target. Alright, Steve in his noble position of taking cover. Or effectively being cover. Alright. I'm starting to think the Burnination is not what it's cracked up to be. Okay. Let's go for an aim shot from Connor. You actually hit something. It's not doing any damage, and that way he's got a heavy. Alright, this duel is not going well for you. Okay, 2 1 in 5 shots both miss. Ivan does not have a lot of ammo left, so I think we're going to run back to the ship. Okay. No line of fire because Steve is in the way. Let's move Steve sufficiently out of the way. And let's try for another aim shot. Alright. Connor gets a kill. 25 snapshot miss, and unfortunately I know you've only got flaming ones on, so let's move you into a little bit of cover, and I put you immediately out of cover. Oh well, you can stare at your death. Snapshots 1. Well, we're burning our own craft up. That's clearly what we wanted to do, right? If you tell me it wasn't, you're lying. Nicely done, but that's not it. Ah, Ivan not able to eat enough plasma. Alright, what are you armed with? Only armed with a pistol. Okay, pistol, pistol. We need a big explosion. We just don't have it. Move back into position. So let's debate. We have another rocket launcher actually, so we might bring that up and just see if we can make anything out of it. In the meantime, Connor, let's run you up. And take a snapshot at that. Well, I put some smoke in the way. That's helpful, right? Massively helpful, I'm sure. Attack and ready. And leave it there. Again, the tank should draw fire, and I don't think they can actually harm it. Alright. One shot. There's an argument we might need more, but I think we can get away with this. Snapshot. Boom. Okay, we need more. I mean, our morale's high because we've been killing everything. Honestly. Darn it. I mean, smoke inhalation will actually eventually suffocate them, so they'll effectively be knocked out, but what are the chances the leader's there with the pistol? Anyway, yeah, I only gave them one rocket, but hopefully that's all they'll need. Connor, you might as well fire your last shot. I was prepared to see the last civilian die suddenly there. Done! Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, so 19 aliens killed, 17 corpses recovered, 30 artifacts, 14 civilians dead. I don't think there were any survivors. Nope, there were no survivors. Yeah. 6 killed. 3 survivors. You survived because you, honestly, I have no idea why you survived. You just did. Alright, let's sell off things. Obviously, we've got a couple of bits here. Let's sell off. Actually, we can sell off the entirety of these, actually. We got the ones we need. That'll do. Okay. Storage space exceeded. How much by? A reasonable amount. Okay, let's get rid of the corpses then. Alright, Harlequin, you have made Sergeant. Let us purchase ourselves many, many new soldiers. Also, let's build some living quarters. And honestly, I don't need to build much else. That'll be fine for the moment. But yeah, good news! Everything's kind of working. Didn't get any stun bombs, or small launchers, which is what we would have liked, but, you know, can't get everything. Okay, we have a number of people in the base. And a number of more people in the base. Okay. So, let us equip the ice cream truck for glory. So, Mad Christian's still wounded. We need... Sorry, whoops. It's some soldiers, and from here. So, no worries, sir. I'm probably not going to be streaming for that much longer myself, but we'll at least get people named. We might do one more mission. Stephen Christian. So are there enough explosives on the ship? Never enough, Kyril. Never enough. Oh yeah, absolutely. We keep going. Second. Absolutely. I mean, I need names. That's ultimately the way it goes. I do have to double check who I've actually got still in this, though, but I think it's just Harlequin Turtle, Kitsuna. Explosive Delta? Yeah. Being obsessed, Mr. Dark One. Action Leon. We got a Leon still up? I don't think we do. We have an Action Leon. I only take things from the chat, honestly. Why beans? Because your last comment was poor show, old bean, poor show. So it was either going to be poor show, Mr. Dark One, or bean obsessed, Mr. Dark One. And I figured that was the way to do it. Yeah, absolutely. He's still left here. Sapier's still around. Sapier mentioned something about health insurance. Let's go for this. Insure a Sapier. We need a quick Cynic. And I think we got enough for the time being. If more people do thing, that's fine. What would work, but be accurate about your fate. I mean, that, you know. That's just the way it's going to have to go. Alright, let's see. I'll do one more mission and I'll probably call that a stream. But let's see. More explosions. And we might get to month end and find out how much more money we have to buy explosive things. Large radar system. Let's also just have a quick top up of our supplies while we're at it. 1010. Come on, one. Buy some more standard grenades. We have actually been using those. High grenades are fine. Proximity grenades, kinda. Okay, let's go. Alright, small UFO. Let's see if we can get this. Interceptor out there. So yeah, obviously, we're not, as mentioned, not using cannons for these, but generally speaking, you want to be hitting them with the missiles anyway. Alright, we'll wait till daytime because we're sensible people. Occasionally. And let's send the ice cream truck out for the crash site. Okay. Connor, don't need that. You don't need that. Harlequin, Kitsuna, Shadow Turtle. And I don't know offhand, and I'm probably not going to know this because, you know, the way this is going to work. Whether you've actually got the thing or the thing. It does look as if nobody's... Wait. Oh. Oh. I didn't equip the craft. Well, let's go. This is also why I tend to pass turn 1, which I forgot to do. Well, yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't want to necessarily waste this mission because resources are a thing. We could get ourselves some stuff and some things, but I mean, I might consider just leaving this one. We'll see. See how people feel about it. Because, of course, Steve can't go in this unless we punch a high explosive hole through the thing, I guess. And Steve has taken some damage. Have we going too high? I apparently had to make it harder, yeah. It's fine. I named the soldiers. I thought that was obviously me putting them on. I mean, you know, why would I hire a bunch of soldiers, give them explosives, and then leave them back at the base? I mean, inevitably, we will have... we will have a base assault at some point. And given my base assaults are typically blow everything up and keep blowing things up until the enemy gives up, yeah, it'd be interesting to see how it actually goes when we are on explosives only. Okay, head back there. Let's a fort occurs. Alright, remind me next time, see if I can actually rename the tanks, because I don't know if I can't. Oh, hello. Well, I mean, you've chosen death. This feels like the Imperial Guard escorting a Space Marine on a mission. Okay. Okay. Think we're happy here. Okay, everyone's dead around this point, which is fine. Cracking the UFO is going to be miserable. So, yeah, Shadow's Turtle, actually run back and grab some high explosives. Oh, hello! You can't sneak up on Steve like that. Definitely. I mean, fair. Fair. I mean, if we were in proper armor, we could make an argument for potentially being salamanders, but, you know, it's definitely the Astartes escorting somebody. Actually, speaking of which, I am collecting Admech at the moment. I've got my Skitarii Ranger ready. Yeah, I think let's keep Steve around the door. Everyone is still alive because Steve is kicking ass and I'm being ultra cautious. You know, at least until we get to this part of the mission. Which is, Actually, how strong are you? 44 strength. Okay, this works. Prime for 0. Let's go. Alright. We are going to do a risky thing, though. Oh dear. I've not actually played 40k properly since about 4th edition, and honestly, I've played one game on Tabletop Simulator with my old orc list against somebody who knew what they were doing in 8th edition, I think it was, and I got absolutely crushed because I made assumptions about things, had no idea what command points were, and the guy teaching me was not necessarily the best teacher of these things. But yeah, I'm getting kind of back into things now. So we'll see. I've got about 1,000 points of Necrons, and in theory 1,000 points of Admech once I'm ready. Because, you know, machine people, I'm played to a stereotype. I used to typically play Orcs because everybody else played Space Marines. I didn't want to play Space Marines, so I got Orcs. And honestly, I played Fantasy mostly, and I like the Horde armies a lot more. Because it's fun putting miniatures down and then just watching them slowly dissolve. Almost instantly. Again, I played Skaven, so I was used to putting 200 moles on the board and seeing about 50 of them left on turn 2. And then none of them left on turn 6. But still somehow... But all self-inflicted, of course, because Skaven are just enjoyably terrible. Okay, so I could throw the thing in there and just cause this, but I think we're going to hold off. Ah, hello. Snapshot. Yeah, so not only have we done this bad, it's I mean, if it wasn't for the cost of an army, I probably would consider doing another Horde one. But honestly, yeah, I mean, Admech are in the Imperium magazine thing, a lot of their miniatures, so I got a bunch of them cheap through that, and that's also why I got Necrons initially, because I got the first few issues of that. So I have about 1,000 points of both. Not painted at all, because I still don't paint, but, you know. Anyway, you all survived! Excellent. You got no experience because you didn't do anything, but you all survived. Well done. Let's sell off some navigations, and the mine probes, and some corpses. Honestly? Yeah, maybe I could just do the rest of the game with just those 4. Remember to start the ship. Absolutely remember to start the ship. Also, alien grenade. Let's go and go for alien alloys, because we might as well get some armor on these people. Alright, the Manufactorum is online. It costs us a lot of Illyrium to do this, is the only problem. And we don't have a lot of Illyrium. Probably reasonably well. I don't know actually what the things are with them, but you can. There's definitely a way you can build around, because also you can go conscripts. And conscripts, when I was playing, you basically put a block of 40 of them. They cost about 2 points each. They were absolutely abysmal, but the amount of firepower they threw out was kind of surprising against armies with, you know, if you fire 40 shots, rapid fire 80 shots, you're gonna get some kills, even no matter how well to toughness and armored they are. But hey, and honestly, it just looks imposing on the battlefield. They know they're useless, but you still have to deal with them. Anyway, let's bring some people up. Okay, I did say I was going to end the stream. We'll probably end it at month end now, just because. Okay, we have ended month 1 in a good position. With explosives only, the USA obviously approve. Everyone is kind of happy with us. Our balance has gone up. Yep, awesome. Okay, well, I'm going to end the video there. We will definitely be doing this again. If I don't do it sooner, I'll announce it in my Discord if I'm going to do it at a random time. But I think I'm going to have a rough plan to do this on Thursdays going forward. We'll see if it carries on. We'll see how we go. Can we just explode our way to victory? Let's see. Catch you later, guys. Thanks for joining.